Hello and welcome to this drink review of a drink called Energy Hjortron, which I don't know what is Hjortron. I should have checked this before I started recording. What is that in English? Cloudberry. There we go. And yeah, I mean, I think cloudberries are fine. I don't think I've ever had like fresh cloudberries. Like I've had them frozen. You know, you buy them in frozen bags. And they've been fine. To me, about cloudberries, that they're very like, sometimes you get a batch of like really good or they're really sour. Doesn't really seem to be like an okay cloudberry. They're either really good or really bad. So, let's see how this tastes. And to be fair, I haven't had cloudberries in many years. Oh god, yeah, you can really... Is this a BCAA drink? Doesn't say on the front. Yes, it is. Man, you can really smell it. Oh no. So I do not have high hopes. I had high hopes starting because I'm like, oh, I've never seen a cloudberry drink. And now... my expectations have been lowered quite a lot just by the smell, because it smells really strong of that BCAA. It has kind of like a normal energy drink color. Like, you know, that yellow. Yeah. That BCA taste is there, but it's not that bad actually. Normally with, well, the older ones, the newer BCAA drinks don't really have this problem that much. Where you get like this super weird like aftertaste. You get that from this, but not that like strong. I mean, I would not buy this again. I don't know if I would know that this was supposed to be cloudberries. To me, it tastes like... oh god, that drink, actually, I am fucked up. That clown drink, that I know, like, I think Lazul really hates their branding. But that drink, like the normal energy drink flavor, that's what this... it actually reminds me a bit of herba mate. That type of like tea or something. Let's see. Herba... is it called herba mate? Yerba mate is what this reminds me of. Mixed with like maybe like a bad green tea. That's what I think. Let's see. Let's read some comments. I'm gonna do quite a lot of comments. Let's see. By Lazul, it's cool. On Painting Showcase, Penitent Engine. And yeah, I was happy with how that one turned out. Especially with the effort I put in. I think it ended up really cool. It's too bad I didn't have one that had like the female prisoner instead of the male, because I think that one looks better. Especially the older Penitent. I despise the new Penitent Engine model. The older female prisoner Penitent Engine is amazing. Then the male Penitent Engine, which I had, is also good. While the new ones, I don't even think they have like... they removed the female prisoner from the new model, which is really stupid, because it is like a Sisters of Battle army. It's an army of women. And the whole point of the penitent engine was, have penitence, that they removed that. So, yeah. I don't know, like, modern day 40k doesn't have it. Well, to be fair, I haven't really been interested in 40k, like, proper since 7th or 8th edition. I still like the models that I have, but I've never felt like, I want to buy something new for 40k. No. And also, I'm not going to buy anything new until I've painted what I have. So that had actually been really good, when it comes to not spending anything. Let's see. Valerie Chin Asang 9277. Happy heated but I'm fiending. On my short Pokemon Crystal Legacy Faulkner Gym Battle 2 out of 2. And I just with a lot of Valerine's comments, of Valerie comments, it's kind of like no idea what you're saying. Let's see. Balazul. An athletic soldier wearing Greek military gear is what I think of automatically when I think heroic. It's so damn cool. And that was my painting progress. The 2nd of September 2024. I mean, it is a very heroic look, I agree. Maybe because of, when you think about that, you think of like the Odyssey, well, I guess more along the line of the Iliad, maybe. Where's that comes from. But it does look nice. I like that aesthetic. Balazul. This game has legit good movement. Reminds me of Genji from Overwatch. But it just puzzles basically. And that was on my first look, Ghost Runner, which... Yeah, I'm gonna check out because I have no idea who Genji is. Because I've never played Overwatch. And the only thing I've seen from Overwatch is watching 2 or maybe even 3 streams of like Hololive girls play it. Okay, so that's like a Cybertronic ninja. Yeah, it kind of like looks like a Ghost Runner guy, and yeah, I think Ghost Runner is kind of like a puzzle game that like disguised itself a bit like a first-person wall-running like action game. To me, if it was that you didn't lose the round the first time you get hit, I might have enjoyed it a bit more. The problem with that for me is that it's too fast-paced. I'm not able to keep up with it. And the fact that if you get hit once, you're done. It's kind of like, I can't do that. Let's see. Tubular 4376. This is my favorite. And that was on my fruit review. Granny Smith. Apple. The end of the Apple Wars. And don't remember that, but Granny Smiths to me, they're like fine. Like when it comes to like the more sour apples, they're fine, but it's not an apple. Where if I would go and buy an apple, Granny Smith, it's not one that I would buy. Unless it was a young, Granny Smith from the apple family. I remember her looking good, but... What were I gonna go with that? I don't know. In case you haven't noticed, I have a little bit like, oh god, my heart is like pounding very hard at the moment. It did that before I drank this. This has nothing to do with the drink. I've been breaking my keto. Keto went very well, but I got like this monster in me and I broke it, and I've been eating so much sugar. I can feel it and it hurts, and it makes my heart pound extremely hard, and I still keep eating. Oh god. So if I'm gonna go for the keto, I need to first get over I need to kind of like get addicted to something else before I get rid of my sugar addiction for something else. Let's see. Lazul reminds me of the big cat run the Game Grumps did of Sonic Adventure 1. It has finishing of a fishing minigame that is terrible but funny because of that reason. Don't remember if I've seen that. I mean, if it was one of the ones with Hjortron, maybe I saw it, because that was kind of like when I watched Game Grumps a bit. I didn't watch everything, but nothing like really stands up. I mean, obviously I haven't watched everything, because I mean, it was made so long ago. Didn't Hjortron leave it like pretty early on? I wonder what happened. I mean, after 30 seconds, I don't really care. But yeah, even when he was there, I didn't really watch everything. Haloop oh yeah, also, and that was on my Caught Wild the Angler first look. A fishing game, it's kind of like, not for me. Haloop 7419. Pokemon love, Pokemon is life. Yeah, Pokemon love. Let's see. Hero Link, Gen 1 is broken. On Pokemon Yellow Legacy Blade Battle 1 out of 3. I mean, I don't know, like Gen 1 is completely playable. I don't think it's broken. It's easy to take advantage of Gen 1, but it's kind of like, just don't do it. I mean, I think in a normal Let's Play, where you're not trying to take advantage of stuff, like the mechanics of Gen 1, I think stat experience make things too easy. It makes your Pokemon too strong. And it's not really something you can do anything about. But I wouldn't agree with Gen 1 being broken. Because it's not. Let's see. Lazul, wholesome ending. Gengar is so overpowered, mainly cause it can have Psychic and Thunder as a ghost type. With a lot of speed and special attack. Still, though Alakazam counters it. They counter each other, but Alakazam is faster. Goddamn, and Sandslash did a better job than expected. Yeah, Sandslash did really, really good. But I mean, it is like a pretty tanky ground type Pokemon. Ground type Pokemon are always great. I think it's more along the lines of the Sandslash kind of like overshadowed by, Rhydon and Golem in Gen 1. And also the fact that in Gen 1, Sandslash does not learn any good moves. It gets 0 good moves. Like, normally, if you're not playing a ROM hack or something, the only move that I think Sandslash get that you could argue is okay is Slash. And that's not, like, that's his best move. It's horrific, normally. And yeah, Gengar is good in Gen 1. And funny enough, not because of his ghost typing. His ghost typing kind of like doesn't really help it a lot. Well, I guess it helps it against like normal type attacks, but the problem with that is that the normal types that Gengar would go up against basically hard counters Gengar as well. Tauros with its Earthquake. And the same with, and Gengar can't really defeat Chansey and Snorlax. But, normal types were basically like the strongest they have ever been in Gen 1. During a normal Let's Play, I would say Alakazam is the best. But when it comes to like competitive, I actually think the top 3 Pokemon are all like normal types. It's like Tauros, Snorlax, Chansey, I think. By Big Smoke 44. Great game, I really like this final team. On my Let's Play Pokemon Yellow Legacy Part 9. Yeah, it was a really fun team to play with. I have not really decided on the next Let's Play that I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna be streaming this month, I will be doing Clover for the streaming Let's Play. And I'm probably gonna wait with doing like a recorded Pokemon Let's Play. Gonna do some other game. What game? I don't know. That's what the First Look series is for. Try to find a game to actually do a Let's Play off. At the moment, I'm like a bit on a game called Realms of Ruin, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And probably mostly because of a guy called, I'm not gonna say his name, but like a Steam friend guy. Or a guy who I have as friends on Steam. I left kind of like a review that I saw. Funnily enough, I saw that review on the same day that guy left a comment on my video saying like, "Oh, I thought you were dead." Like, huh? There was like a coincidence that I just randomly saw his review of this game on that same day where I guess he saw a video of mine. Lazul. That Russia line is in the OG Pokemon 2 I checked. Don't know if anyone else noticed this, but there's a scientist you battle in Silphco who mentioned a place called Tixie Branch. Tixie Branch is in the Russian no man's land. Russia used to exist in Pokemon. Yeah, like Gen 1 Pokemon, I think Russia... I think it was supposed to be set kind of like in our world. That was the whole point. I think Gen 1 is kind of like its own little area, but it's still in our world. Because they also mentioned that Mew, the Pokemon, was from like Guyana or something in like South America. Like in the Burnt Mansion, there is, when you look at all the diaries, it specifically says that Mew is from Guyana. And I think it even says that in like the Japanese one. It's not just the English. So South America and Guyana used to exist. I do like that they are like separated Pokemon from our world later on. I think they probably started doing that in Gen 2, which I like. Because I don't like Pokemon being attached to our world. What else? Oh, God. And I think those are all the comments. Oh no, Bardic Plum. It's really nice to see someone still playing old Pokemon games. And that was a Pokemon Yellow Legacy Koga Battle 3 out of 3. Yeah, I mean I probably wouldn't have played Pokemon Yellow if it was just the base Pokemon Yellow. But playing it as a ROM hack, it was nice. Yeah, doing that. Especially to contrast it with my memories of playing Pokemon Yellow when I was very young. And I think the ROM hackers did a good job of like at keeping it in the feel of Pokemon Yellow. So if they ever do like an Emerald Legacy, I'll probably play that one. But then again, Pokemon Emerald have so many good ROM hacks. So you know what? What generation haven't I done a ROM hack on? I've not recorded a Gen 4 or 5 or even 6 or 7. Yeah, so those are the gens basically I have left to make something off. And of the Gen 4 and 5, I know some really good ROM hacks that I would like to play. And Gen 6 and 7, less... I actually haven't recorded that. But I did play a Gen 7 ROM hack this year that I finished. And I'm pretty sure I'll put it in my list. Pokemon Nova Sun, which I thought was fine. It didn't really help a lot with the problems that I have with the Gen 7 games. The Alola region is the fact that it's way too slow. I mean, even playing at like 8 times speed, it feels like it still takes like 20 hours to actually get into the game itself. The first 2 islands just feel like tutorials. Anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.